So sounds like HTT is better for those that cannot make the webinar. That's what Susanna says. Susanna, maybe if you want to do that, if they come late. However, I think that I'd rather them go through the actual experience of what the webinar is like. So if they come 30 minutes late, they miss 30 minutes of it. That's just the nature of the beast, and it has more of a real-time effect, and that's the whole point of these automated webinars. That's the whole point of doing these automated webinars, so that it has a very in real time effect to it. So I prefer personally the RTMP video, so that if they come at 2:15, they're coming 15 minutes late and things like that. Okay. Susanna says the streaming, they have to be there, or can there be a replay with the streaming? Well, here's the thing. With our system, you're looking at our system right now, Susanna, right? So if they register for the webinar, there's a couple things that they can do, right? There's a couple features in here that allow you to always get people to your webinars. If that's your fear, there's a couple things you can do. So if we go into, let's say, this webinar that I've done before, so let's go to the registration page, okay? And let me choose a desired date. I'm going to test this out. Now, I've already been signed up for this, so it may not work, but I'm going to go Tom Berenger at Casey Zeman. Okay, I'm going to register. Okay, now it's sending me directly into the webinar, if you see this, Susanna, right? And I chose what's called the Right Now feature for our scheduling, okay?
Howdy ho, everybody. Howdy ho. Can you guys hear me okay?
I'm going to bring that down a bit, okay? Now, this guarantees that everybody sees your video, okay? Because they can choose Right Now. Now, the Right Now, it sends them in, and this essentially will allow them to watch the video at that very time, and it streams right now. Okay, so you don't have to wait for a scheduling. That's one way you can do it. The other way is that our system, if they miss the webinar, let's go into Edit Webinar. If they miss the webinar, and there are email notifications right here that you're sending out prior to the webinar starting and after the webinar ends. So let's just jump down to here. So if you set up what are known as your cron jobs, and remember, if you don't know what those are and you need us to do those for you, we can certainly do those. Those are what makes your notification emails synced up to your server so that they are sent out. What our notification system does, it will send out emails before the webinar starts and then after the webinar ends, and that's known as a replay webinar. So select number of before webinar notifications and post webinar email notifications. Select number of after webinar notifications, right? So you can choose as many as you want. And it says, if you missed the webinar, here's the replay. Go ahead. If you can see here, guys, we have these short links. They're called short codes. And what you would do is you'd take the webinar replay right here, copy that, and roll that into here, okay, for the notification. And then what it does is it sends people to the replay page. And the replay page can be watched anytime. Okay, and as you saw, that doesn't have a redirect on it. Okay, the replay page literally can be a link that you can send out to anybody, anytime, anywhere. Okay, so let me show you again what I mean by that. So let's go back into the webinars. If I take this webinar replay page right here, right? If I click on it, here's the webinar replay page. Copy that. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually give this to you guys. Now it's hard because it's not going to work because I'm showing the replay, I believe, while I'm also showing the webinar. So it's going to be a bit confusing. So, oh, there it goes. Okay. So here's the replay, and here's the actual webinar. You can see the registration.
Howdy ho, everybody.
Hold on.
Howdy ho. Can you guys hear me okay? This is Casey Zeman.
Turn that down. The difference between the broadcast event, and the replay is this. Really, the attendee list is not there, as you can see, right? Here's the attendee list for the event, and it's not there for the replay. That's one thing. Also, on the event, there is no player controls. You can't control the player during the actual event, so they can't fast forward, they can't rewind. So it does, in fact, feel like a live presentation is going on right now while they're talking. And here's another thing, that your email, your name and your email are auto-populated into the message area so that you can ask questions in real time. So, how does the sky look blue? So submit. Probably should be why does the sky look blue? And every time you ask a question, you don't have to re-enter your name and email. I like swans. Submit. And this is sent to the email that it's forwarded directly into the email that I specify inside of my dashboard. You see, if we go into edit this and we go into notifications right here, okay, here's the email address that it's automatically sending every time when someone is asking questions. This is where it sends it, right here. This is the email address that it sends it to. Okay, so you can put that in there. You can also, if you didn't know this, you can also get emails every time someone registers. Okay, so you can have them send to your admin email every time someone registers for one of your events. Okay, so anyway, the two differences between this is the attendee list, and well, the three differences is the actual player, you can't control it, the auto-populated comment box, and the attendee list. And you can see that Tom, there's Tom right there as he came through, so he's at the top of the list here, right? And these are 4:3 ratio sizes. And again, as I said, the replay can literally be sent at any time. So if someone missed your webinar, they could come to your replay. So like, for instance, if I send this out to all of you, hold on. Send to all. There, you can actually get that now, right? Anyway, so that's about it, guys. That's about it.